the far side. He's talking to the officials.
He just wants the clock run now at this point, I'm sure.
This smoke bomb is causing a little havoc with the fans right below me.
It's absolutely ridiculous and silly that someone would do that. I don't know what the purpose of it is, other than it's a nice yellow. Goes with West Virginia's colors.
Well, the last time that any team scored 50 points on Penn State was back before the end of the war. Lonigan throwing complete. That was the Todd Young, his tight end, and Lance Lonigan has done a superb job coming off the Joe Paterno's bench. It's the most points that a Joe Paterno team has ever given up. You've got to go back to 44 in the Naval Academy when they had some great athletes there. Lonigan down the far side, and in the smoke and haze, it is caught again by Terry Smith.
And Lance Lonigan has really given this team a lift, fighting very hard right to the end. Good chance they'll get a chance to play next week against Maryland. I think both these coaches have a very difficult time getting their teams ready to play next week for different reasons.
1:11 left in the game. Penn State with a first down at the West Virginia 18-yard line. Jarrett, and he battles his way down to the 12-yard line. Wow, look at that. Washington State is a good football team. Make no mistake about that. Is that game up in Pullman or is it
in Pullman? And Washington State can score some points on people. UCLA has a pretty good defense. And Oregon State's not a bad team either.
Minutes to go, 51-30. And timeout was used here by Penn State. That was their last one. And while we've got a moment, let's go to Jim Nance. Jim?
Well, Brent, another team ranked ahead of West Virginia struggling today is third-ranked USC. Here late in the third quarter, Oregon State quarterback Eric Wilhelm fires the touchdown. Only a 6-point lead for the Trojans late in the third, 20-14. And again, number one, UCLA all tied up after an 81-yard touchdown pass. Tim Rosenbach to Tim Stallworth, John Stallworth's cousin, covering 81 yards, ties it with 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Let's go back to Brent.
All right, Jim, in the final minute here, 51-30, the students being forced back out of the end zone as Penn State comes down, attempting to put in still another touchdown, and Lance Lonigan has been extremely impressive here this afternoon. Under a piece of a rush, he throws incomplete. Now, McDuffie was punished, but he didn't have any time, so he threw the ball out of bounds. That was Basil Proctor, 99, coming at him, and you can see some of the difficulties they're having in keeping the students back until the game is over, not allowing them out onto the field.
And you don't blame them. Great enthusiasm. At halftime, some of the students were saying we waited 30 years for this kind of game. And it's got to have some sort of effect on the polls, particularly with Southern Cal and UCLA struggling.
Just keep that enthusiasm in check now for another 57 seconds. Let the players get off the field, and they can have it to themselves. But there's still some time, and Penn State doesn't want to quit firing. They deserve that.
Well, remember 1984, I think they had to call the game with 36 seconds remaining when West Virginia was winning for the very same reason.
Smith and McDuffie are the wide men. Deflected that time. Couldn't get the pass off. Mike Fox, 61, helped lead the defense against Lonigan.
Brent, I mentioned earlier, I think the biggest challenge these teams have is the coaches getting their teams ready. West Virginia goes to Cincinnati, a team they should beat, but you worry about the emotional letdown. And, of course, Penn State, after getting beaten up badly the last 2 weeks, plays Maryland.
54 seconds, a fourth down for Penn State. Ball is at the West Virginia 12-yard line. Derrick and Brown are the running backs. Lonigan tackled at the 24-yard the field, and it's just too bad. Let's hope that all the players get off. Down to John Dockery. Doc?
Coach, can you describe what this means to you and to the West Virginia program? Well, this is a big victory, but, you know, the game's not even over. Our students are acting kind of childish, if you ask me, but it's sad. I like to finish this game. We're certainly proud of your team, though, the way they played. Oh, they played beautiful. We lost our momentum in the second half. We got so far ahead, nothing seemed to, we couldn't get any rhythm back. Well, congratulations to you, Coach. Now back to you, Brent.
All right, John, thank you. Joe Paterno has taken Penn State off the field with 49 seconds to go. The Mountaineers are still standing on their sideline. The goalpost on the left end zone is down. A couple of the Penn State players coming over to shake hands, and it is really too bad that the end of this fabulous afternoon is tarnished as a result of this. Many in the crowd, the sellout crowd here, are booing, and now Paterno wants his players in that locker room.
And he was
them off the field.
And Brent, he was upset at 84 as well.
Paterno fighting for his players, making sure that none of his players are out there with the crowd, and telling the law enforcement officials to worry about the crowd, and he'll be concerned with his own players. And you cannot blame Joe in this particular situation. I know it's a great moment. They're really enjoying it, and it's just too bad that they kind of spoiled the end of this. We will take a brief break and come back. 51-30 is our final score, and we'll be back to Morgantown in just a moment. Virginia, Sam Gash of Penn State. Chevrolet gives $1,000 to both of these fine schools. West Virginia wins it 51-30. Next Saturday at Alabama and LSU. Tomorrow, the NFL at 12:30 Eastern Time. That is John Dockery. I'm Brent Musburger. So long, everybody, from Morgantown.